Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Tales of Symphonia Remastered with me! Well, I cleared the dungeon of all the goodies and got back to the overworld on kind of my own time after the end of the last stream, just so you guys didn't have to watch all of that. Let's see. Oh. Wow, okay. I pulled away from the mic pretty bad. Anyway. Alright, hold on. I'm going to adjust the game audio real quick. Okay. Anyway, words. Today we are going to be mostly just doing all the endgame content that's now available now that we have the Darius emblem, because a number of things open up once we get the Darius emblem, so we're going to do that. Now, one of the things that I did put off until after I got the Darius emblem was getting Regal's second costume, but I think we had to go to Heimdall to do that, you know, resolve the thing with Kratos, and wait. Hold on. What? Fuck. Oh, shit. This particular side quest thing might... Oh, shoot. I think I might have failed. I just remembered there is one specific requirement for this one that I didn't do. What I think we have to do... Okay, yeah, it's not triggering. Because this was supposed to unlock Colette's new second costume that was added in the special editions. I think I forgot. What you're supposed to do is, do you remember that door that we cleared in the last, what's it called? Just that door we opened, and I said, okay, the final boss on the other side. I think we have to walk through that door, then walk out to trigger that one. Crap. Let's see. I'm trying to think what's the best way. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping. I apologize for that. I'm trying to think the best way to handle that, since I don't know if I want to, you know, force you guys to have to, you know, force you guys to watch me walk all the way back into the final boss, you know, the final dungeon, go all the way up there, etc., and then walk back. I might just need to do that scene once again on my own time, because I don't want to subject... You know, let's just launch into all the other side quests. We can worry about the semantics about having... Because again, it's going to depend on how long the Devil's Arm side quest takes, boss fight takes, so... Alright, I don't think there's anything more for us to do in Silverhand, so let's head back to Tefeala. Alright, first things first, we're going to go do Regal's thing. Right. You know, on one hand, I do appreciate a hare being able to just go right into an area from the map, but as we've seen multiple times, it's resulted in me accidentally re-entering an area I was not supposed to go in. I didn't want to go into. Oh well, first world problems. That don't matter. Alright, Meldiokio. There they are.
Right, hand over ultimate recipe.
Oh, this is for my successor. What are you doing?
Shut up, amateurs who know nothing about cooking should just stay out of the way.
But it is those amateurs that you cook for. If you look down upon your audience, you will never be able to make a good food.
What did you say?
If it is as he says, I can't entrust this recipe to someone who doesn't possess the heart for cooking. Farewell.
Ah, boiled again. The one the chef got away cause of you. You're going to pay for this.
You want to fight?
Ah, a cooking battle.
What?
Very well.
What?
I will choose recipe. Alright, beef stew.
Learned to make beef stew. Regal's cooking is good as always. Compared to that, yours is missing something.
What?
The seasoning is unimaginative, and no real thought went into the cooking temperature. You didn't put your heart into it.
It is impossible.
Your pride as a professional has resulted in the loss of your skills.
I see. My quest for the ultimate recipe overestimate my own skills.
Now that you've realized that, your cooking will surely shine.
I see. Yes, I must return to training.
That was such a goofy walk cycle.
I'm sure that the cook will once again return to making dishes that please others.
But I gotta ask, why are we involved in a cooking contest? That was a marvelous battle, Regal Bryant. What? He came back again? In commemoration of your victory in the cooking showdown, I have a gift for Regal. Yep, that's his first second costume.
This is...
You can feel the heartbeat from this costume. Become the next wonder chef and pursue a path of cooking. Hey, wait. What was that weird? Why was that weird cook after you? He was not after me, but the ultimate recipe that I passed on from my family from one generation to the next. They are all agents of the Dark Chef Alliance. I guess there's a lot more to this than I thought. In order to save the hearts of cooks that have fallen to evil, we, the Wonder Chef family, are always looking for a successor. Regal, keep it up. You have the necessary qualities.
But
I hear the cries of those suffering at the hands of the Dark Chefs. You know, I would pay good money for a joke game that was just about the Dark Chef conspiracy. But, you know, played completely straight like any other Tales game. Like, different dimensional travel, multiple worlds you go to, moral lessons about all dishes are exist equal in the eyes of their creator, etc. That would be amazing. Heck, I'd settle for an anime like that. Farewell!
well, I'll take these clothes with gratitude then.
Yeah, wear that and cook some good food for us again.
Understood.
Regal obtained the title of God of the Kitchen. I am not 100% sure why that title or that costume out of all the costumes in the game had to be saved until after going to Heimdall for the first time. I don't know. Okay. Speaking of Heimdall, that's where we're going to next. Okay. And I think I will try, after we do the Devil's Arms fight, I will try the Colosseum side quest again, just so we can get the resolution with Celeste. But, yeah, it does depend on just how difficult that one ends up being, you know? Ymir Forest. Oh, jeez. I don't remember the village just normally committing suicide, you know, committing frame rate suicide, but I mean, I only remember doing it during that cutscene.
Protozoans became extinct a long time ago. I'm not making it up. Protozoans really do exist. You believe me, don't you?
What's a protozoan?
The first animal born in this world.
Do you know about it?
No, I've never heard of it.
Protozoans are primeval life forms. They continue to evolve throughout their lives. Evolve? Protozoans are born as single-celled life forms. In their first evolution, they evolve into a creature known as an aqua. Aquan? A life form that looks much like a fish. If that evolves into a bird-like form called an eros. Then evolves into a life form that runs on land called Arceus. Next turn into a Fenrilla, and finally into a human who hunts evil.
A single species change its form that much.
Yes, it was truly a life form that spends its whole life evolving. But because of their abilities, they were used in battle during the Ancient War and became extinct. Last protozoan was seen 4,000 years ago.
But I saw it. It was a protozoan evolved into an Arceus.
Are you sure it wasn't something else? Many living things run across the land.
Arceus!
What? The legendary Arceus?
I knew it. I saw it in a book. Arceus have big ears and run fast like the wind.
No! What are you talking about? Nosh is a dog.
Nosh, is that the Arceus' name?
I'm telling you, he's a dog.
It's an Arceus that evolved from a protozoan.
Yeah, how could you mistake him for anything else?
What? Nosh isn't a dog? It's been wondering about that. He looks awfully strange looking for a dog. But he has a tail and he howls. So that means he's either a dog or a wolf, right? He doesn't seem wolfish, so I thought he was a dog.
Protozoans are a proud ancient species. They're the second oldest after the elves.
Really? Okay, but Nosh is Nosh, so I don't care if he's pro or not.
It's protozoan.
So yeah. Oh shit! There was one more thing we need to do in Silverant. I just remembered another side quest. My bad. But yeah, let's see.
What's a half-elf doing here?
Ricardo, have you forgotten that we were saved by these people?
Nah, if these elves would truly rise up, we could do anything. You didn't do anything yourself, so shut up!
Get. Just as the boys say, we decided to stay neutral. Since we are the ones that made that choice, your words serve only as an insult to the people and to ourselves. Or these people and ourselves.
But I know I won't lose to this half-elf. I've trained under you, Master Crowley. Let me try fighting him.
We don't have time for that. If the mana is exhausted, mana will be unusable. And soon the earth will lose all power and be destroyed. When peace comes, I will duel with you. Of course, there's no question that I'll win.
And hurry up and save the land and come back and challenge me. I'll be waiting for you so you don't die.
What a piss stick.
My apologies for the rude behavior of my apprentice.
But I think he was cheering on Genus. Cheering on a half-elf is in his own way.
Yeah, I think so too. I'll also come back alive and have a magical duel with him.
To do that, you're going to fight against those powerful angels, yes? As a show of my appreciation for saving our lives, I shall pass my teachings on to you.
What? But I'm a half-elf.
Now you're saying something that we don't have the time to argue about. I've passed this art to Ricardo as well. Learn it for the day you'll duel with him. Genus, go ahead and learn it. Yeah, okay. Please? Yes. Genus, learn Meteor Storm. Genus got the strongest spell in the game. Oh, and a new title.
I'll use the spell and regenerate the land.
Take care. Yes, when the time comes, I shall grant my secret art to the victor.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Now, I don't think that actually happens At least, I don't think it's possible to see a duel between them at the very least. Now, kind of just going back to the revelation about Noish, it's something I do need to look up. But it makes me wonder, I'm like, does Noish evolve into, like, something that hunts evil, and does he appear in Tales of Fantasia? Since, again, Symphonia is a prequel to the very first Tales game. Alrighty. Got that one. Where is... There it is. Now let's make sure we save before we go into the city, because I don't remember how hard this particular boss fight is, but it could sucker punch us. Alright, let's go. Alright. Let's find the house I am looking for. Actually, do I have all the recipes? No. I don't. Huh. I don't remember how to get those last three. I thought, because I knew we got beef stew from that, from Regal's side quest to get his costume, but I thought we got, again, I don't know why my brain farted and I didn't bring this up while we were doing the quest, but I could have sworn we were supposed to get all the final recipes from that, from that cooking challenge, but oh well. What is this? There's an engraved stone here? I feel tremendous power. I wonder what's written on it. Show it to me! Excuse me.
If you wish to meet the one who controls matter itself, prove you control earth, water, fire, and wind. This is...
Is that talking about Maxwell? If we show proof to this stone, we can meet Maxwell.
Most likely. I can't believe something like this has been sleeping here all this time.
Proof, huh? What are you supposed to do? Hold on. I know how to do this. 1 second. Okay. I need the garnet, the ruby. Okay, cool, it worked. Ah! It has been a long time since anyone has come to see me. You're Maxwell, right? We showed proof that we control earth, fire, and wind. Please form a pact with me and lend me your power.
If you are able to form a pact with Origin, then that means you're ready. Very well.
You'll lend us your power?
Only if you show me yours. Get ready.
And this is Maxwell. I mentioned him in the boss fight with Origin. So, in almost every single Tales game, Maxwell here is the king of all the summon spirits, most powerful summon spirit, and that is still technically true here. It's just, as I was saying, I do find it rather interesting that in this game, they put Origin as the main summon spirit, at least in terms of, you know, story relevance, and just didn't have Maxwell as part of the main story. I mean, I don't necessarily mind because I like Origin, and like I said, I really like Origin's design. So by having the atypical reoccurring most powerful summon spirit as a hidden boss fight, it, you know, makes you a bit more interested in what the new lore introduced in this game. Plus, it's now a extra little awesome Easter egg for people who've played other Tales games, and and it's really exciting to see Maxwell here. I don't know, I'm rambling a bit, I acknowledge. Because, yeah, like, Maxwell here can use the elements as well, but I think he's limited to earth, fire, water, and wind. Whereas I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't remember if Origin was also using ice, light, and darkness as well, but you get the idea. I think in this game, Maxwell is only a lord over the 4 staple elementals. Because, once again, like I've also said, for the most part, most Tales games only focus on the 4 primary elements with Undine, Ifrit, Gnome, and Sylph. Again, that's not a hard and fast truth, because like Zelia, yeah, it focuses on the main 4 plus Maxwell, but Celsius and Volt do make cameo appearances in that game. Well, maybe not quite cameo, they are story relevant, but they're not, like, hugely critically important or whatnot. Like, the main focus is kept on the main 4. Then Zelia 2 is the only other one that actually featured Origin, albeit Origin only appears in the very final cutscene of the game. And then there's a new summon spirit. I say new because technically a summon spirit, like, so in Zelia 2, there is Kronos, the summon spirit of time, or Cronus. The difference between, you know, Kronos and Cronus, it's basically a tomato pronunciation, if you know what I mean. Either way, summon spirit of time. Now, there was another summon spirit who shared the name, or at least a similar sounding name in another game. I don't remember which one. This was just something that I learned when I looked up the trivia when I first played Zelia 2. But, what's one I'm looking at? Yeah, it's like Kronos is important, but that's like his only game appearance. Let's see, in Tales of Vesperia, only the main 4 show up. I don't think Tales of Grace is featured with summon spirits in any meaningful way. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. And I don't think they really featured in Tales of Graces either. Now, Zestiria and Berseria was interesting because they featured the 4 elemental Empyreans that, as far as I know, went completely unnamed in the game itself. But those elemental Empyreans, well, but again, that's the thing. The elemental Empyreans, because they go unnamed, it's like, are they supposed to be, you know, Sylph, Ifrit, etc., or are they just meant to be something completely separate, and is just kind of a cheeky little Easter egg nod to longtime fans, you know? Well, if we're having this much trouble with him, we're definitely going to need to restock before attempting the Devil's Arms fight. Almost got him. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing.
It just wasn't your day.
Dude, don't get cocky. That's like...
Ah! Ah! I surrender. I have seen your strengths.
Sheena, it's time for the pact. You got it. Wait a minute. We heard that Maxwell formed a pact with the first leader of the city.
Is that how the story goes? The passing of time is amusing.
You haven't?
I have a pact with Mythos. Mythos used my power for the sake of the half-elves.
I see. So that was it. Maxwell, I'll take you off Mythos' hands. I'm Sheena. I ask that thou annulst thy pact with Mythos and establish a new pact with me.
Aha, very well. Make your vow.
For the creation of a world in which all life can live freely and in the open. A world where half-elves are no longer forced to hide like this. Please lend me your power.
Alright, let's see how well you use my power. The power to control matter itself.
Oh, and even after forming the pact with me, please keep the city floating in the sky. Until the day all people can accept the half-elves.
I understand.
Alrighty. And we got the last summon spirit. Woo! Kalukale and all that good stuff. Oh, he's still in that outfit. You did it, Sheena. Yeah. Now we formed a pact with all the summon spirits. You rule, Sheena. We'll be counting on you. Leave it to me. Obtain the turquoise. Summoned birth. Title Master Summoner. Awesome. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Alright. Let's see. Besides the combat arena and the Devil's Arms, there's only one other side quest we still need to do, which is the one I forgot back in Silverant. So we're actually going to do that one first, just due to the simple fact that, again, I really do want to save Devil's Arms for last, sort of. Again, not counting the Coliseum, which we're going to just try one more time after. And he's pretty strong for an old geezer. That's because although he looks like an old man, he's not. I see. Summon spirits don't have genders either. They may be that they just take those forms to make it easy for people to recognize them. I don't really understand, but in other words, they're incredible stuff. They're just really incredible and stuff, right? Oh, well. Anyway, it's certainly true that Maxwell has incredible power. I think our battles will get a lot easier, too. Yeah, you show us what you can do. Alright. And, no, oh, right, it's up here. Wait, I can get off here, I think. Yeah, we can leave. Alright, back to Silverant. Then we got a bunch of potions we gotta restock. And then we'll... Actually, Flenor's right here. Let's just grab them while we're... Wait. I don't remember if Flenor carries all that stuff I need. Okay, we might just want to head back to Altamira to restock there, because I know Isalia does not have everything we need. And with Palma Coast, you know, completely destroyed, I'm not going to be able to get what I need in Sylvarant, just in general. Corin? Sheena, what is it? I have this feeling that Corin is calling me. Corin? Lloyd, in this area, is there a place with the strongest connection with the summon spirits in this area? The Martel Temple, I guess. It had a seal and stuff. I have the feeling that's where Corin is, but it can't be. I'm sorry, forget it. Sheena. Yeah, I forgot that that was actually conveyed via a skit. Okay, actually, these guys might have life bottles, so... yeah, I can at least get that. And again, is that all I... no, I did use a healing item, and for the Devil's Arms boss fight, I want to have max healing items and such. Here, let's save. Now, this side quest also makes me wonder if this was something that was important in Tales of Phantasia as well. Because I know that what gets set up here is important for Tales of Symphonia 2, for better or for much, 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 much worse. Just because everything that involves Tales of Symphonia 2 is usually for the worse. I'm sure about this. Corin is here. But there wasn't a summon spirit here, Sheena. But I can feel him. I can feel Corin. Let's go further in. Please, Lloyd. Okay, sure. Let's go. Was it just my imagination? He doesn't seem to be here. Sheena. Wait, Corin's bell is... Everyone say hello to the reborn Corin. Corin! Corin, is that you?
Sheena, descendant of those who controlled the power of summoning. You who showed me the human heart.
You're not Corin.
Desire, generosity, laughter, sadness, anger, violence, concern, love, hate.
What the heck is it saying?
What will I ultimately gain from the human heart? I am various. Pose this question upon you. Now, show me.
Here it comes. I love the fake out.
I felt your hearts. Anxiety, regret, impatience, loneliness, but even greater hope, courage, and love.
We're not gonna fight?
I exist to observe all beings that possess a heart. I form no pacts. I will be bound by no one.
You said your name was Various. Who are you?
Sheena, I am the one who was once known as Corin, the summoned spirit that had the longest contact with the human heart.
Contact with the human heart?
When my strength was fading, human hearts held on to me. All human emotion, both negative and positive, changed me into the summoned spirit of heart. Various.
So you're Corin, right?
Yes, you can say that I'm Corin.
We can be together again, right? You'll come with me, right, Corin?
No. I shall become part of the world and watch over those that possess heart.
No!
Sheena, descendant of summoners, I cannot go with you. However, my heart will be forever with you. But my existence as the summoned spirit of heart, was established by touching your hearts.
Our hearts will be together forever. Okay, I know I shouldn't say this because this is supposed to be a touching moment, but just this amount of time they're saying heart, I feel like Captain Planet's going to show up at some point.
Yes, they will as long as the people have hearts. I shall be with you, all people, and I shall continue to walk with you, Sheena, as long as we have hearts. Never forget your promise with me. With me is your heart.
You know, it's interesting that I think they might have said hearts more time in this one conversation than the entirety of Tales of Hearts.
Our hearts? This is great, Sheena. Corin is back.
That's right. But if the human heart that brought Corin back is Various, was your heart that did that, Sheena?
No, it was because of all of you. It was your hearts that brought Various and me back together. Thank you, everyone.
Again, oh man, that was written really cornily. I get what they were going for, but again, just the sheer number of time they said the word heart makes it hard to take it seriously. But I digress. But yeah, it's also interesting because Tales of Hearts came out after Symphonia, but I don't think it featured any... I don't think the game featured any summoned spirits, and it definitely didn't feature Various or whatever, however I'm supposed to actually say that. Now, like I was saying, kind of with Noish, I'm wondering if there was... Noish was still kicking around as a evolved being or whatnot in... Damn, I did it again. In Tales of Fantasia, but I also wonder if Various features in Tales of Fantasia at all. Since... Again, I know Various plays a very substantial role in Tales of Symphonia 2. Heck, we actually get to hear Various' voice aloud in Symphonia 2. Again, for better or for worse, since... Symphonia 2 is not good. It is not good. It's on the second or third floor. I don't remember which one, so... Okay. Alright, guys. Let's go do the Devil's Arms side quest. Now, or the Devil's Arms boss fight. Now, it's funny, because this was something that me, Sunshine, and our older brother all agree upon. That song I've been kind of singing and jamming out to Fatalize, that battle music that's cropped up at least 3 or 4 times throughout the course of the game. I think most people who've played this game and have done this side quest associates that song with the final boss fight of this side quest. Again, especially since this fight might be a long one. Might be a long one, indeed. So, you hear the song a lot while doing this. I maybe should have gone to an inn. Okay, you know what? Let's go stay at an inn real quick, because, yeah, we are still pretty depleted from the Maxwell boss fight. Sorry, guys. Oh, fun bit of trivia. When I was younger, a friend of mine, he actually introduced me to this game. And I'm glad he did, because I never would have found it otherwise, because when it was released, it went under my radar. And by the time I found it and wanted to search it out, it was basically sold out everywhere. But I found one single copy at a random FYE near my house. And I got it for a ridiculously good price. And again, I'm glad I did, because who knows what kind of person I would have been had it not been for this game. But, this friend in question, Nice guy, don't get me wrong, but he very much had an attitude of, oh, I know, it's like, I know more than you do or whatnot, or I'm right on a number of things. He's definitely not the worst individual like that. Like, my college roommate takes the cake for terrible people who, you know, behave like that, but, they were like, oh, when you play this game, you need to have Genus as your avatar because Genus runs faster than everyone else. Which, I don't think that's true. I think what was actually happening is he was seeing, like, I think they basically had to, like, speed up Genus's avatar due to the fact that his legs were shorter. Just so that, Genus was always occupying the same space that the taller characters would. Good, I could be completely wrong about that, but just there you go.
Did you see my attack?
Oh yeah.
Just more memories with this game. Again, it really actually was funny due to the fact that Symphonia, I believe, was the only Tales game released on the GameCube, and as kids, all we had was GameCubes. So even though Tales of Abyss and Tales of... Shoot, I don't remember which one. I own it. I have it upstairs on the PlayStation 2. I just haven't played it yet, but PlayStation 2 got 2 Tales games. Anyway, for the longest time, me, Sunshine, and our older brother, all just referred to this game as Tales. Not Symphonia, just we referred to this game as Tales when in shorthand while talking to each other, because, again, to us, this was the only game that we played in the Tales series. So again, this game was just called Tales for us. And then when Symphonia 2 came out, we always referred to it as Tales 2. Make of that what you will. But can't do that anymore because more Tales games have come out. And we've played more of the Tales of series. Alright, hold on. Alright, you need... We're putting Mirage Seal on your default. Wait, no, not Mirage Seal, Power Seal. Mirage Seal can stay there. Okay. Alright, let's do this.
I've been waiting for you. Please hand me the Devil's Arms.
Hand it over, the Devil's Arms.
Finally, everything is once again before me. That's the Necronomicon. Why does he have the Forbidden Book of Darkness?
Huh, that, like, flashing effect on him. I don't think that was in the original. I just think he got an Aura of Darkness.
It overflows. So this is the power of the Dark Lord Nebulum.
What's happening?
The Necronomicon is said to contain the spells to revive the dead. He can't be. Yes. Nebulum has just been revived right here. Right now. The power of Nebulum will turn this world into darkness that abides by the order of evil.
You lied to us. Damn you. I'm not going to let you get away with this.
All who interfere shall be consumed by darkness.
Oh, he looks goofy in HD. But yeah, there's the song. All right, All Divide. Yeah, I always make sure that I save an All Divide for this fight.
Try this. Power.
But yeah, in the original GameCube version, his hair was a very dark blood red, not this orangey Super Saiyan. I mean, again, I get the ideas that his hair is supposed to look like it's on fire, but even still, that looks really cheesy. Jeez, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on this playthrough. Okay, I managed to dodge the majority of the gravity well, thankfully. So yeah, you might be able to tell, you might not recognize it just due to the fact of how little you've seen it. But he's currently wearing Regal's Devil's Arms, and he'll attack us with, I think, almost every Devil's Arm. The reason why I only say almost is because I don't remember him ever using Colette's Devil's Arm in this boss fight. Again, I could be completely wrong about that, but... Also, I love the little, like, flap he has up over his dick. Just because it looks... I mean, it does not look... It looks silly. And I would love to just... It's like so many, you know, terribly overly sexualized female character designs that I love seeing how cosplayers can make their outfits work. I'd love to see some dude cosplay Abyssin and get that to stick. And or not get thrown out of any convention for public indecency, if you know what I mean. Wait a second. I think he just used Colette's Devil's Arm to do like her Ray, you know, Ray Whirlwind, or just Colette's spinning attack. No, don't do that one.
Be careful.
Now, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe Origin does like a random attack based on, yeah, one of the elements that he has domain over. I don't have any... Oh, I don't have any quartz for light. That's interesting. Damn it, missed. Yes, you know, I see what you're saying. I really do. But, while death may be inevitable, your victory does not necessarily have to be. Crap. I did not mean for that to go off just yet. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to back out to be like, oh, I'll apply that after Sheena's up and about, but... Oh, well. Okay, this boss fight's definitely the time to use all these damn elixirs. No, it's still gravity well. I'm not complaining, but... Well, okay, that's only twice. If I use them in another boss fight and it's not different... Oh, man, damn it, I just brought her back. Fuck, we are only halfway, and we are down to the last of our life bottles. I don't know if we're gonna pull this one off. Well, well, that's game. I think that's gonna be a we can't do. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. No, that's fine. All right. Sorry, guys, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do. I mean, I guess I could try it again, swapping out Sheena, because she was going... Oh, man, she was just a bit flimsy for this fight. Maybe bring in Genus instead. But I don't know. I don't necessarily know if that's going to help. Since my strategy is that Lloyd and Sheena wail on the boss to stun him and keep him away from the casters.
I mean, I guess I could try it with Regal or Persea, but...
You're in for a world of hurt. No way.
We just spent a lot of time on that boss fight, and I freely admit I don't necessarily want to go through all of that again. Proc.
Spirit seal, healing circle. No way. Chaos.
All right.
Wait, I don't need to come down here. I need to go out this way. Ugh, I finished my wake-up juice, but now I feel like I'm even more tired than usual. Damn it!
This is gonna be cake.
Spirit seal, ready? No way.
That was so...
Alright, guys, yeah, I do apologize. I am gonna force you to watch my... we're gonna have to walk all the way up to the tower and, you know, up to the final room, and then we're gonna have to walk back, because... Again, I don't know if I'm gonna play through this game 5 times in total to unlock everything, but if I can unlock most everything I can in this one playthrough of the game so I don't have to do it again, I'm going to try that. If I could just stop getting caught on everything.
This is gonna be a...
Cuteness.
Sorry, zoned out there for a second. Was thinking. All right, let's not waste any more time. Again, I do deeply apologize about that, because I was just trying to. I mean, it's possible I could beat the Colosseum, but I don't feel I've truly leveled up in any meaningful way since we attempted that, so I don't see the point of trying that again at the moment. Damn it, angel
This
feathers.
is gonna be a.
Ready? Field barrier. Ready? Acuteness.
Hey, if the frame rate didn't keep trying to kill itself, we would be really onto something.
No way. Ready for this? Raging Recon. Serpent Seal Pinion. Light Photon.
All right.
Wait, it was a right back there, not left. My bad. Be right back. Or going right back. You know, I remember commenting about how, you know, every final boss area in any JRPG, for the most part, has trippy backgrounds. It'd be interesting if, you know, you had a final boss who didn't, but at the same time, like, but we're also inside Darius Carlon, which is a giant floating mass of purple mana, so it actually makes sense that the backgrounds would look like this. There we go. Brain, why are you failing me? Brain! Alright, I'm gonna save real quick, just in case I'm remembering wrong or whatever, just because I would like to be able to go in and then come out. Alright, here we go.
Mythos is just ahead.
And the Great Sea should be there too.
This is it, everyone. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm prepared to accept whatever happens in the coming battle, and we will win.
Yeah, we're gonna win. For Mizuho, Corinne, and for all of you who believed in a coward like me.
And for myself too. I don't want anyone else to make the same mistake I did. No one should have to think that he has to sacrifice his own life.
Everyone should be able to live freely, no matter who they are. Humans and elves, and even us. It's okay for us to be here, in this world.
Yes. That's why we must recover the great seed from Mythos and revive the giant tree. Without it, not only will we be unable to restore peace between the different races,
The world itself will die. We can't let that happen. We must reunite the worlds. Afterwards, we shall make a new promise to the new world.
The people that I like and the people that I don't both have the right to live in the same world as I do. Because that's the way things should be. So count me in. I won't run from this one. All right, let's go. We're going to restore a world where everyone can live freely.
Okay. No. Okay, cool. Ah, man. I should have just done this scene. Well, I legitimately, I forgot that... Well, who knows? I'm going to run all the way back and the scene still doesn't trigger. for all I know. Again, this is probably, since these were only in the special edition, these weren't in the original version that I played. Just wasn't really used to... I just didn't have these quests memorized, you know? And heck, even like getting Regal's costume, I think I've only ever done that one once, just because I've already got his outfit, and you can keep your recipes from... if you spend the grade on it, you can keep your recipes in between playthroughs, so I was like, well, I don't need to go back, and, you know, you have to go back at like a very specific point in the game. Yeah. Okay. Does Origin always summon the gravity well thing? Yes, yes, he does. All right. Shoot, use my... Oh, I don't think it counted using that against me. Delicious. You always make the best food, Genus. What's your secret? Temperature. When I'm cooking, I always cast Fireball. Just kidding. So that's it. I just didn't have enough heat when I was cooking. I'll try summoning... Oh, no. I said I was kidding. Oh, dear. Does that mean you met? No, you haven't mastered it just yet. Oh. Oh. I missed that. Just to be 100%. Yeah, everyone's got... Yeah, we don't need another one. Again, on the one hand, maybe I should be fighting to get some experience, but since I've kind of just accepted we're not going to be able to do the Colosseum or the Devil's Arm playthrough this time round, I'm just... Let's just... Yeah.
Not much of a specimen. Oh, that's it? Let's just get...
I do apologize about the dead air, but we're in a purple void. There's not much to really comment on, if you know what I mean.
This is gonna be cake. Get out of here! Gotta know when to go. Right.
And Tethiel, it's on this side. If it doesn't trigger, I'm gonna cry. If we don't get that cutscene to go, I'm gonna cry because I wasted your guys' time, wasted my time, so much time that we can never get back. Wait, no, not Asalia. We need Dirk's house. Please trigger. Please trigger. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What? Okay, 1 second. Yeah, sorry guys, 1 second. Wrong thing. What? Are you shitting me? Okay. We missed that costume. They changed. They changed when you have to do it. Because, again, I distinctly remember only unlocking the ability to get that particular costume after... Sorry, I don't know where this is going to take us, but maybe it'll save us some time. Yeah, save us some... I distinctly remember in the PlayStation 3 version of the game, you could only unlock that costume after you've... Oh, yeah. You've seen... You got this far and then went back. But now, apparently, how it's done is... Do I still have it open? When in Flanor, choose Colette, and then speak to Dirk after spending the night in Heimdall. Do not fight Kratos before doing this, so we missed it. Ugh. Damn it. I am so mad. Because that's going to tag an extra playthrough. If I wanted to 100% complete the game, I would have... That's going to add an extra playthrough onto this. Ugh. Whatever. Let's just beat the game.
Home. I'm going home.
Yeah, because a lot of the other brand new costumes that are still listed also have the criteria of just opening the door. So they changed it.
Mythos, listen to me. We don't have to fight. Please return the Great Seed to us so that we can reunite the worlds.
Home. I'm going home.
Something's wrong. He sounds like a puppet.
What?
I need to thank you for going through all the trouble to bring me back here. I'm finally myself again.
Damn. So that's what this was all about.
Mythos, Martel is already dead.
That's not true. Martel is alive. Just as I lived on in the Crucius Crystal.
That's not living. That's just existing as a lifeless being.
What's wrong with that?
What?
After all, in our bodies flow the bloods of humans and elves, the bloods of those that despise us. We're better off casting aside such filth and become lifeless beings.
That's what you really want?
Of course. Watch. When you become a lifeless being, you can even control your appearance and growth.
You know, it makes me wonder if angels are kind of mortals, like just elves or humans' ways of trying to become something like summon spirits. And summon spirits, we established, can also change their choose their appearance.
I told you before. The only way to eliminate discrimination is for everyone to become the same race.
What you hope for is nothing but a dream, Mythos. Discrimination comes from the heart.
He's right, Mythos. It's the weakness of people's hearts that causes discrimination, looking down upon others while placing themselves too high.
You do the same thing. You look down on humans and elves, treating them like cattle.
Plus, I think you guys need to bring up the fact that even if you get rid of the differences between the races, people will find something else to discriminate with.
That's the weakness of your heart.
Even if people become lifeless beings, nothing will change.
Oh, okay.
Discrimination will continue.
Then where should the half-elves go? We aren't accepted anywhere. We opened our hearts, but no one took us in. Where should we live?
You can live anywhere you like.
Don't make me laugh.
I'm serious. Anywhere is fine.
Okay, I do admit this is the one part of the game where I feel Lloyd is being a little too naive for the game's message, but it's in
If you
character.
aren't doing anything wrong, you should just live proudly in the open.
Because again, he's ignoring the fact.
Couldn't do that.
Because
That we wanted a place of our own.
this is the one instance where I'm like, okay, Lloyd, Mythos is right in this case. You are correct, they should live wherever they want, but the reality of the situation, if they try that, some people are going to realistically lynch them, and society is going to praise the murderers, not the victim, and not, yeah.
Sorry, but don't act like you're the only victim here.
Okay, but you do have a point.
It doesn't even come close to justifying all the things that you've done.
Yeah, no, thanks for
What
bringing...
you've done caused meaningless suffering and death to countless people. Can you feel their pain?
People can change, even if they don't change right away. Months, years, as time passes, change is inevitable.
Maybe not everything can be forgiven, but one can try to atone for one's sins. Can't you feel it in your heart? The goddess known as conscience.
Do you think I'm gonna beg for forgiveness? Ridiculous. There is no goddess. So I would continue to pursue my ideals. If there is no place where I can live, and if I've been denied my age of lifeless beings, then the only thing left for me is to build a new world on Darris Carlon. A world just for my sister and me.
Ooh, we got ourselves a sister lover.
There's nothing anyone can do.
I do like that we are fighting Mythos as Mythos in his true form this last time, because, well, I mean, nothing really in particular. I like that we're doing that. Just a little detail. Yeah, I know, but
You're not going anywhere.
Dark Serpent!
yeah, I know you're not going to be particularly useful in this fight, Rain. Jeez, this guy doesn't even have half the help that Abyssin had.
Healing circle.
Well, let's have some fun, shall we?
Ancient ruler of the elements.
Ready for this?
Summon me. Come, Maxwell.
Think you can avoid
You know, for a move that has such a wide hit ratio as Meteor Storm, we actually hit him a lot. So, Kalu Kalay, I guess.
Dissipate.
No way! Ready for this? Roots there! Healing Stream!
Raging opinion.
Dissipate.
Ready?
I really don't want to disappear, actually. So, can we keep that as an open action option and come back with ideas next time?
Dissipate.
About time. There are not... Well, I think realistically the problem was just I put too many good... I put too many good ability, you know, just items that prevent that type of status ailments on us. So she just never really got to use most of her stuff, you know? That was definitely more the issue.
Ready for this? Healing Wind!
Wait, no, not Pineapple Gel. I can't stop it.
Do that! You okay?
Messed up.
Raging Beast! Ready for this? Healing Stream!
Ready? Revitalize.
Here you go.
Okay, we're making good progress.
Demonic Chaos!
My sister knows everything to me.
Healing Stream!
Ready?
You don't stand a chance. I won't let anyone get in my way.
Oh, good. You're being a time motherfucker.
World just for your sister? Disappear. Get away from me. You're the one who doesn't understand.
Healing circle.
Bitch, we've already established that I do understand, because I was willing to choose Colette over the world, but here's the thing, douche canoe. I went out of my way to make sure I could save both.
Ready for this?
I didn't choose one. I chose to save both. And yes, I know your sister was murdered. She's hard to... That's hard to, you know, save her from, but... Again, you're being a selfish twat and ignoring what she wanted out of life. Oh dear. Oh well, that's why we have the life bottles.
Ready for this? Healing wind.
Get her up so she can catch the heal. Zelos, get her up so she can catch the heal. Damn it!
Get away from me. Here we go.
Help is on the way. Opinion.
Hurricane strikes.
Ooh, I almost missed that.
You're not going anywhere.
Dirk Serpent. Yeah, not Dark Serpent. That's actually Dirk Serpent. Oh, good. Another one of those.
Healing stream.
Get away from me. Here, get away from me.
Sorry, Dad.
Here, be careful. Goodbye.
Demonic chaos. Sorry, wait.
I'm gonna take you out.
Get away from me.
No way.
That was phenomenal timing, if I do say so myself.
You okay?
Disappear.
Demonic chaos.
Sorry.
Get away from me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn. There, that got wasted.
You okay? Ready for this? Raging beast. Healing stream.
Disappear.
Not strong enough.
You okay?
Back into that one. Okay. What is it? Energy tablets? Energy tablets.
Get away from me.
Not my choice, but Volt's not bad. You know, it actually Volt worked out pretty well.
Healing wind.
Get away from me.
Pretty good.
Here. Ready?
Raging beast.
My dream of a world for my sister and me.
It's not over yet.
So you remember those like bosses that we fought? You know, that were like manifestations of like various shit. Yeah, that's like he's wearing mech armor of that now. I don't know why he's wearing mech armor of that now. It looks kind of cool, I guess, but
Healing stream.
yeah, I'm just gonna use one of our all divides.
Omega
I think it's worth our time. It's the final boss fight anyway, and I don't get to carry... I don't think I get to carry items over from New Game Plus. I know there's a way to keep your money, but yeah, I don't think so with items. Could you guys please bring Sheena back? Now, I remember this phase actually just being a bit easier just by virtue of the fact that Mythos' this body's much slower and clunkier than what he had before, and... yeah, I wish there was an explanation for why he had this second form. Yeah, I know it's, you know, common, you know, to have a second form in big boss fights, but... I like a reason behind them, so it's not just like, this is Mythos now. Oh, hey, Muffin. Glad you could join us. Yeah, this is the final boss fight. But yeah. It does look like a spider mixed with an angel mixed with a robot. Yeah, my attempts to do the Devil's Arm boss fight, as well as the other, things, did not go well. And it turns out this version of the game changed the cutoff point for a certain second costume. So we missed that one entirely, which I'm really pissed about since that was one of the new super exclusive ones. Well, I say new, it's been in the special edition for 20 years. But new to me is in the PlayStation 3 version, you had to come to the final boss area and then leave before you could unlock it. Now they've changed it that coming here means you can no longer have access to that costume, so missed that. So if let's see. Here you go, final boss, and I agree. If there's a second phase, there should be an explanation for why. Yeah, because it's like, just having a cool second phase doesn't make sense. I mean, it worked, and again, I know Symphonia was on the cusp of the transition from... I think this was the very first true 3D Tales games. Because I know, like, a lot of old RPGs, it's like, the bad guy has a second form now, just because. No explanation needed. It was just accepted and expected. But even something like, say, the main villain of the first Final Fantasy game. Sure, he was a knight throughout your previous encounters and then turns into a giant demon in the final boss fight. But I'm like, at that point, we're in the Chaos realm. It's Chaos Garland, so I could at the very least swallow the idea that he just now is bigger and scarier. But this form, we've only ever seen something like this in those completely optional, mind you, like first playthrough. I didn't even know you could interact and do those optional boss fights, you know, Despair or whatever the hell they're called. So clearly this is meant to symbolize Mythos being completely consumed by his most negative traits and, you know, a nihilistic thinking. But I'm like, but why? Why? No, I mean, not why is he being consumed by it. That's pretty obvious. But why does it manifest in this way? Again, I wonder, I'm like, is this something that's explored in Tales of Fantasia? So including it here is meant to be a callback for people who've played Fantasia? But I was never able to beat Tales of Fantasia, so I'm afraid I don't have a frame of reference for this one. All right.
Mythos is...
It's just like Alicia. Mythos will continue to live as long as the Crucius Crystal exists.
And eventually, I will be taken over by the crystal.
Mythos.
I'm tired of playing your game of good and evil. Hurry up and destroy the crystal. If you don't, Terrace Carline will continue to drift away.
Mythos!
Do it now. Before I... too... am no longer myself.
Lloyd, please, help him! Let him die while he's still himself!
Alright.
Farewell, my shadow. You who stand at the end of the path I chose not to follow. I wanted my own world, so I don't regret my choice. I would make the same choice all over again. I will continue to choose this path.
Let's see. Question: how did he get this form? Also, maybe an explanation could be like, what if the boss had many of those super powerful shards? Forgot the name. Whoops. In store and became even more powerful. I don't know. I don't know how he got that form. It's just you fight him once, and then he's now in that form.
You could have lived with us in our world. Damn it.
Again, this is a good final line from Lloyd, but it is a bit of a writing. Him wanting to show, sympathy to Mythos when Mythos allowed someone like Kavar to murder so many people. It's like the blood is still on Mythos's hands, even if it was Kavar who did a lot of those terrible things directly, Again, it's a good character moment, but I think the game does expect us to forget about some of the more terrible things Mythos allowed to happen, I don't know. I think it works fine. I don't think it's actually a writing flaw in the strictest of senses, but it is one of the few instances where Lloyd's desire to save everyone, I think, is a little misplaced. Because Mythos needed to be stopped, and Mythos needed to face some form of punishment, no matter how tragic his backstory was.
The old master of the pact is no more. What does the new master of the pact ask of this sword?
Restore the true form of our two worlds!
I wish we got to see those summon spirits there a little longer, because that's one of the few anime cutscenes, shots of them, but it goes by so fast.
Are we back? What's going on?
What are you all doing?
Your wish is granted.
Oh, fire and ice swords combine into a sword for the god of hyperdeath, aka Ezreal Dreamer. Looks rainbow-like. Nice. I don't know who that is off the top of my... Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, no, I know. Yes, no, from Undertale. Sorry, I forgot that's how that name was spelled. So, no, I know who you're talking about.
But there is no link. Without a link, the land will die.
What do you mean?
The world was originally separated into two in order to prevent its destruction. If it returns to its true form, the world lacks the mana to support itself. The land is dying.
I don't need to know why it's dying. What do we need to do to stop it?
Support the two worlds by linking them with a giant tree. That is the only way to stop the destruction of the land.
We need to awaken the giant Carlin tree.
I get it.
Lloyd, hurry! You have to shine the mana of Darius Carlon on the Great Seed before Darius Carlon is too far away.
All right then. I'm counting on you, Eternal Sword.
Darius Carlin is already at the edge of the gravitational field. Not even Yggdrasil. Mythos could stop this from happening. Do you still intend to try?
Yeah.
Even strengthened by your X-Sphere, it is likely that your body will not withstand the forces. Are you certain of your decision?
I said I'm doing it, so I'm doing it. It's not like we have a choice.
Very well.
Now, it is important to remember, just because it's not spelled out the best, and it hasn't been brought up in a while, Lloyd has a special X-Sphere that's different from other X-Spheres and Crucius crystals. But that is an important thing to remember in order to understand this final scene.
The Seed is already dead.
Wait, don't go! Please, wake up!
Yeah, he survives, but we don't talk about the sequel.
It looks like Darius Carlon stopped moving away.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
The
Yep.
Eternal Sword is gone.
What I have always interpreted is that energy that left
Eternal Sword.
our X-Sphere and went to the Seed, that was actually Mythos' energy
Final wish.
reuniting with his sister.
Sword.
Please awaken the Great Seed.
I beg you. Please wake up.
Please.
Rise, giant Carlon tree.
Hi, Tabitha. If you remember, Tabitha was created to be a vessel for Martel, but she was unsuccessful in housing Martel's spirit. Woke up someone. So even if it wasn't for Mythos' sister, Tabitha got to complete her objective in life.
I am Martel, and also the incarnation of the Great Seed itself. Lloyd, your hope, as well as those of many others, resurrected me.
So you're Mythos' sister?
No, Mythos' sister Martel is only one of the many souls within me. I am Mana, and I am the giant tree. I am the symbol of the many lives sacrificed to the great seed. I am a new spirit born to accompany the giant tree. And now the seed has awakened anew along with me.
This is the giant Carlon tree?
It's so beautiful and so grand.
This is the future form of the giant tree, but right now, it is only a small seedling. In its current state, the tree will wither and die.
Well then, how do we protect it?
You must provide the tree with love and adoration. As long as those conditions are met, I shall always protect the seedling.
I promise, if the tree ever starts to wither, I'll make sure we won't let it die.
Then, Lloyd, on behalf of all living things, I want you to give this tree a new name, as a proof of the pact.
Thanks for stopping by,
The
Muffin.
giant Carlon tree was planted here by the elves when they first came, as a guardian to watch over and protect them. This newly reborn tree protects elves, humans, and the lives of all those who are caught in between. Therefore, this tree requires a new name.
Lloyd, pick a name for us. A name for everyone's tree.
So this tree is the link that connects the world. Okay, I got it. This tree's name is...
And while they never outright say it, he names it after Mythos. He names it Yggdrasil. And I have issues with that, just because I don't feel he deserved that, you know? It's like, I feel like the name would be more appropriate naming it after I mean, again, I know it's symbolic, because Yggdrasil is the great tree from Norse mythology. Wait a second. Is this how the end credits were in the original? I don't remember these drawings. Huh. Not complaining. It's nice. But I'm like, wouldn't it make more sense to name it after Marble or your mother or anything like that? So, by the way, in regards to the sequel, you know, Martel says that Lloyd's actions resurrected her, implying that she was the spirit of the original giant Carlon tree, but then she lost her physical form. But in the second game, it's established the spirit of the original Carlon tree was a separate entity altogether. So again, honestly, the second game is just best left forgotten. It didn't need to exist. It was only done since Tales of Symphonia was a surprising, overwhelming hit. Like, it was the most financially successful Tales game ever. It was the game that introduced a lot of new people to the franchise. Tales of Symphonia, it's basically the Final Fantasy VII of the Tales series in terms of getting the Tales series mainstream exposure. So, yeah. They were like, well, and again, I still think to this day, mostly due to the fact that it's available on so many platforms, Tales of Symphonia is the highest selling Tales game in the whole franchise, bar none. Now, in regards to which was the highest selling one that was only ever on a single platform, I couldn't tell you, due to the fact that, I mean, honestly, most Tales games were released cross-platform in some capacity. Because, like, for example, Xillia and Xillia 2, I think those games were launched on Steam at the same time they were launched on PlayStation 3, so I don't have the proper numbers to compare that to, unfortunately. But either way. Oh yeah, so if we had fought Zelos, if we had gotten Kratos instead of Zelos, we'd fight Zelos as an angel. So that's what was up with that image. And that was also what his swimsuit. Wait, I think did we get Zelos? Yeah, no, we got Zelos. So you guys are aware that he wears the Speedo. Game, please don't die. I'd rather you not crash, A, in the middle of a stream again, and B, during the credits. Because if you crash during the credits, that means I haven't gotten the New Game Plus save file. So I'd have to do that all over again, just for fear that it might crash again. Oh, also, one thing I do actually like about Tales of Symphonia 2, there are a few things, but the thing I do like the most, it's revealed that Ewan actually becomes the caretaker of the tree. Like, sure, the spirit's there to protect it, but he's the one who stays with the tree and nurtures it, waters it, passes on, to Lloyd and like, okay, there's something going on, you need to investigate, etc. Which is sweet and tragic at the same time, since the summoned spirit Martel is housing the spirit of his long-dead fiancé. So, yeah, it's a nice bit of closure for him. Especially since he always from the get-go was trying to do right by Martel. Yes, he went along with Mythos' plans to an extent, just so he wouldn't be ousted, but he never once lost sight of what Martel wanted for the world. Like so many other things, I have mixed feelings about Mythos. Okay, I am now 99% positive these end credits are different than the original GameCube version, because I really, 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 really don't remember anything quite like this in the original GameCube's credits. Music's the same, though, but I really don't remember. Well, then again, can I skip the credits? I'm not going to try because I want you to see them. But maybe it's just if you can skip the credits, I've only actually seen them once 20 plus years ago. So maybe that's the reason I'm not remembering this. I do really appreciate this most recent playthrough because, as I've said a few times, I really actually got to take a closer look at Lloyd and Colette's relationship and realize that no, they are probably the best OTP in this game. I still love Sheena. I still think Sheena and Lloyd have great chemistry. They still have a fantastic scene together. But yeah. Heck, and again, Lloyd and Sheena have a great romance. That's what I meant by fantastic scene. All right, here we go.
Grandmother, I'm home.
Oh, chosen one.
No, Grandmother, I'm not a chosen anymore.
Oh, yes. Colette, you have made us all proud.
Welcome home, Colette.
It's good to be home, Father.
I see. So, Kratos will travel with Derris-Kharlan on wherever it may go. What are you going to do? Go back to Iselia?
No. We're going out to visit new lands.
We're going around the world to try and make it easier for half-elves to be accepted.
It sounds like you have a difficult journey ahead of you.
We can return to Iselia when we're tired.
We will always have a home there.
Hi, everyone. I'm back.
Sheena, I'm so glad you're safe.
Congratulations, Sheena.
And don't congratulate me yet. A whole new world lies before us now.
That's
we have
odd.
to inform everyone about the revival of the Igaguri style.
Yes. And for when Kuchinawa returns as well.
So in the original GameCube, if you woke the chief up, he'd be standing on that bridge watching Sheena. That's an auto mission. Because we woke the chief up, because we got Sheena's successor outfit.
See, look what happened. It's all because the Pope opened up his big mouth and tried to banish me and stuff. The whole world got messed up.
Well then, Chosen One, what would you have me do?
We'll send an emissary of peace to Easalia.
Emissary? Who do you plan to send?
How about Sheena from Mizuho? She's already involved.
So the emissary of death becomes the emissary of peace.
I won't let you say that. Until you do something about the Church of Martel, I still have the rights of the Chosen, remember?
Alicia, I'm finally myself again. Time is finally starting to flow again from that night 16 years ago. You know what? I'm 28 years old now. Can you believe that?
Were you talking with Alicia?
Yes.
I just got back from overseeing the destruction of part of the mine. Now that that's done, we can rest assured that no new X-spheres will be excavated.
That's good to hear. What are your plans now?
I'm going to devote the full resources of my company to revitalization projects in order to build a new and better world.
I'll help too. I'm sure Alicia and Daddy would have wanted me to.
Are you really going to Darius, Carlon?
If a half-elf of Crucius remains here, the other half-elves will have no place to live. As a surviving member of Crucius, I must bear the responsibility for what has happened.
I'm going to collect all the X-spheres remaining in this land.
And I will discard all of Crucius's X-spheres into space. I've dragged you into this until the very end.
It's okay.
It's time for me to go. Please use that sword to send us to Darius Carlon.
Goodbye, Dad.
Don't die before I do, Lloyd. My son.
Now, given what he said about the surviving member of Crucius, I think the original intention was that Ewan and all the other angels went with him. But like I said, we see Ewan in the second game still here. Plus, I don't fully know what he means by, if I remain, the other elves will have no place to live.
Mom, Dad left. That was okay, wasn't it? For me to let him go? It was okay, right?
Lloyd, you wanted to go with him, didn't you?
No. I have my own path to follow. And Dad has his. And besides, I have a dad here already.
I see. Then I won't say any more.
Mom, I'll leave Dad's sword here beside you. Well, I'm off.
And then Colette down there. Again, whoever you had the scene in Flanor with shows up there. Because you guys agree to go. You know, that's something that is a little sad about, you know, Rain and Genus being the one you're closest with. Because, well, I mean, you could still say all three of them travel together, which is... Alright. Okay. So... Again, with the understanding that this was the HD remaster that came out 20 years after the fact. So it had some frame rate issues, as we all noticed. That is my favorite game of all time. A game that actually changed my life and created a foundation of who I am as a person. Who helped set my moral compass and my beliefs about everyone having the right to live and be themselves. The idea of being kindness is not weakness. It's never too late to try and save somebody. I don't really know what else to say about this. This is so much of who I am can be chalked up to this game. I guess I might as well finally let you guys see this. Oh. So for some reason, there's 2 different songs that plays during this opening. This is the alternate one that... It's like the original English release had kind of an orchestral music that went here, which I personally think fit better. Then the PlayStation 3 version added the original anime pop song opening, and then this one, I mean, this could have been in the PlayStation 3 version, I don't know. But this is an alternate one. I kind of prefer this one out of the 2 Japanese pop songs. Well, I think that's basically all I've got left for you guys. Just remember, everybody, if there's ever a time you're feeling sad, alone, or just feeling like the weight of life is just too much for you, I just want you all to know you guys are valuable because you're my friends.